Hello and welcome to My Finance Teacher YouTube channel. Today is 27th of February 2017. Let's have a look at what gold price is doing and what the future holds for gold over the short term as well as over the medium term. Now this is a daily chart of gold price in front of you. Firstly, let's talk about the short term. At the moment, I think the price will decrease over the next several days, probably even over the next week or maybe even 2 weeks, which is unlikely though. Now the reasons for that are as follows. Firstly, if we have a look at the RSI, this is a 10-day RSI, we are now at the overbought level, meaning the price has overheated and needs to cool down for a while by going down for several days. So we expect something like this happening to gold price. Additionally, this blue line on the chart is the 200-day moving average, which is often either a resistance or support level, and the price is bumping against this resistance level at the moment and might again be turned down for a while by this resistance level. At the same time, another potential resistance level is this cycle downtrend line, which is coinciding with the 200-day moving average at the moment. So both of these resistance levels might prove difficult for gold price to break through at its first attempt. Hence it might bounce back down, and I'm sure it will break through both of these resistance levels at the next attempt, as we're still in the advancing phase of this intermediate cycle. Now let's have a look at the medium term. Again, this is a weekly chart of gold price. The blue line is the 50-week moving average, again indicating to a potential decrease in gold price over the next week or two, since the price is bumping against the 50-week moving average as well. However, if we look at the RSI on the weekly chart, it's not near the overbought levels yet. However, over the next several weeks, I think we will reach the overbought levels on the weekly chart as well. Hence, I think this intermediate cycle will reach its top in the next probably 6 weeks or so, which means that the top of this cycle will happen probably near the end of March or in the first half of April. After that, we might churn for a while, as we did near the top of the cycle in summer, as near the top of the cycle in spring. Now, after some churning, we expect the gold price to enter the declining phase of the intermediate cycle. So our medium-term outlook is for the gold price to continue its upward trend for the next several weeks, and that is also supported by what is happening to gold to US dollar at the moment. This is a weekly chart of US dollar. The US dollar, I think, is still in the declining phase of this intermediate cycle, and this temporary bottom at the end of January has not been the bottom of this cycle, and we have not entered the new intermediate cycle yet. If we have a look at Fibonacci retracement levels, we will see that this recent decline has retraced 38% of the prior rally in the dollar, and I think the declining phase of this intermediate cycle will reach its conclusion when we retrace at least 50% or even more of the previous rally, at which point we will reach the bottom of this cycle and start the advancing phase of the new intermediate cycle in dollar. So that will happen over the next several weeks, maybe 6-7 weeks, which coincides with the next 6-7 weeks of gold potentially moving higher. So that is our short-term and medium-term outlook for gold. I hope this has been interesting for you. Remember, this is not investment advice. However, if this opinion has been interesting for you, you might consider subscribing to this channel.